Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Something a little bit different today. No old tractors or machinery, I'm afraid. It's just me in front of a computer telling you about something which I think is really useful. So I hope you'll bear with me and stick with me through the rest of the video, because I think if you have land, you'll find this useful. It's called the Land app, and it is free mapping software. And it genuinely is free. It's free to a point anyway, but for what I'm going to show you, it is 100% free. You will not need to pay anything for the features that I'm showing you. I'm not sponsored by the Land app. I'm not getting anything out of this. I just thought this was a really useful thing, and I'm just sharing it with you through the medium of YouTube. Anyway, enough about that. So as I said, it's called the Land app. It's not an app, by the way. I'll just clear that up. So you can't use this on a mobile phone or on a tablet. You need a laptop. And then to find it, just go to your Google search and type in Land app or the Land app, and you will get the home page, which is this. Okay. And it has lots of different features for different sorts of people. All I'm going to do is talk about one or possibly two of the features that are on it. Okay, now as I said, it is free, so just at the bottom here, get yourself a free account. I've already done that, so I'm going to log in. Okay, so when you log in, you'll get this screen. All you want to do at this point is click on create new map. Okay, you can give your map a name, so we'll just call it my land for the purposes of this demonstration, and then create an empty map, and it's loading up the maps. Okay, so this is an open street map. As you can see, as it says here. Now we don't want that. We're going to click on Bing imagery with labels. You can see here on the screen that there are ordnance survey maps and other types of maps. Some of these you have to pay if you zoom in on them, and as we need to zoom into field level, that's not going to be useful to us, so we're going to use Bing imagery. And it's just open me up in the center of the country. So if I zoom out, you can see you've got the whole of the UK there. I'm not sure whether this works if you go further out into other countries. That'll be you to find out. But we can see we've got the UK and Ireland on this. So if you zoom back in, you can zoom into particular places. Okay, you can zoom around the map and find wherever you want. So I shall just zoom across. Okay, so I've just zoomed in on a random field, and what I'm going to do is show you a couple of useful features. So the first feature I'm going to show you, you need to just move your mouse up to the top of the screen where it says measure tool here in the center. Click on that, and you've got distance and area. So we'll do distance first. So when you click on it, you get this little box come up that says distance. And so for example, if I wanted to measure, for the purposes of maybe an SFI, this particular length of hedge from there to there, I could just click on there, so left click, move the cursor down. It's a fairly straight line, so I can do that. And that's 97 meters of hedge. Okay, and then if I wanted to measure further on down, you can see that the hedge is not so straight. That's not an issue. Again, just click on it where you want to start, and then keep moving the cursor along the hedge. Every time you've got a direction change, you need to left click. Okay, we'll call that. Okay, and then double click when you get to where you want. So we've got 171. I haven't done it particularly accurately, but for the purpose of this demonstration, that'll be fine. Another thing to do, you can see this field's got a track through it. So if we wanted, oops, I'll just get rid of that. So if we wanted to measure this top part of the field, so for example we were going to, you know, maybe crop this, make bales on this top half and graze that, and we wanted to separate these two fields permanently, we might want to put a fence along there. So again, you can use the measurement tool for that. So I just go for there and across to there. You can see the 67 meters. So they could work out how much fencing materials you wanted to buy, for example. So the second thing I found, which I thought was quite useful, is measuring area. So if you've got a whole field and you want to measure part of it, you can use the area tool. So again, click on the little ruler, click on area, get this box come up, and then it's exactly the same as when we were doing distances. Put your cursor in the point to start, and then keep left clicking as you move it around the outside of the field. And this is more tricky if you've got hedges, because you've got to bear in mind you've got a tree there, but assuming the fence doesn't come around the tree. And then I'm going to go along this track and up to there, maybe there. And when you get to where you think you've got the whole field, you can double click on it and then you can take your mouse off, and it says it's 0.8 hectares, 351 meters around the outside of the field. You can change that to feet if you prefer, and the hectares, if you just click next to the HA, you can change that to acres. So this field is 1.97 acres. So for example, you were buying seed for it, you're going to do a reseed, you can see that you need to buy 2 acres. Or if you're, you know, spreading fertilizer, etc., it can be quite useful. Anyway, I'm not going to yak on anymore. As again I said, it's called the Land app. You can find it on Google, and to do the things that I've shown you today, it won't cost you a penny. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found this useful. There might be other videos on YouTube that explained how to do other things, or to explain how to do what I've shown you better, but at least you know about the Land app now. And as I said, what I've shown you today won't cost you anything, and it can be quite useful. If you're thinking about saving this, of course you can print stuff off, and you can, if you name your videos, you can save it. When you've logged in, it will be able to archive particular ones down here, so you can create a folder and you can store stuff. And of course then you can screenshot it if you prefer as well, and you can use that information if you're doing things like stewardship or SFI, etc. Applications, grant applications for hedging, that kind of thing. It'll be very, very useful. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.